Yo, YouTube, what's up with y'all, man? It's your boy Elijah B, and I'm back at y'all with a brand new video. Before I get started and before I get into the video, y'all already know what the drill is. Like, comment, and subscribe down below, because y'all already know what kind of time it is, man. As y'all can see, I just got this new ring. For anybody who has subscribed to my channel, go back and watch my vacation vlog. I recently just took a trip to Las Vegas with my mom, my little brother, and his dad, and it was actually a very good trip. That shit was actually hella fun. It was lit. Y'all need to go tap in with my vlog though, man. Y'all need to go tap in, bro. But other than that, let's get started on today's topic. So for today's topic, I'm going to be discussing porn, sex, and semen retention, and just relationships, and just dive on into that. I don't exactly know how or where I should get started at, but fuck it, I'm gonna dive into it. Let's see. So first, let's talk about porn, or corn, as some people like to call it. And some of the stuff I'm gonna say in this video is also gonna tie into some of the older videos I've also made as well, and all that. But yeah, so let's talk about how society has turned men into bitches. How as time progresses, or as time has progressed, throughout the decades or throughout the years, men have gotten softer. Men have gotten weaker. Men no longer possess that masculinity, that assertiveness, that dominance, and that edge that used to get them somewhere in life. That used to get them, you know what I'm saying? Used to get them far in life. Used to get them those women, and used to get them those these good things out of life. And I just keep noticing that there's all these agendas and all these just weird things going around that are like all these weird like programming that's going around, and it's subconsciously turning men into bitches. It's making men more weaker, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And it's very evident actually. And I remember, I think maybe it was like a couple of days ago. I can't exactly remember which one, but I remember I was watching a video called "The Rise of Male Virginity," and that's actually part of how I got the idea to make this video. Hang on, hold on.
And I was talking with this lady in morning Spanish too. I told her because I was like, I'm too late because I do it.
But yes, I saw a video called "The Rise of Male Virginity," and the guy in the video was right. As time progresses, more and more men are becoming virgins. More and more men have less confidence. More and more men have less self-esteem. More and more men have less confidence in themselves and self-belief. Like, free that person if they get locked up, and if they don't deserve it either, free them. But yeah. But also another thing that I've noticed is that like porn is everywhere, bro. You at this point, nowadays you can't really escape it. You can't. Like, I mean, there's the dirty websites, social media, movies, TV shows, video games, like, and if you really think about it, porn is all over the place. And especially more like a whole lot more like prevalent on like social media and all that. Because if you go on like social media, like Instagram or maybe Facebook, but I would say me personally, I'm more of like an Instagram user, but I don't really use Instagram like that unless it's to like promote my video or to promote like something that I'm doing that's positive. But I see, yeah, a lot of these social media apps or websites, whichever one you want to call it, it's basically like soft porn in plain sight. And it's just another way to keep men hooked and it's another way to keep men and women hooked and addicted to it, so that they can't reach their full potential physically or emotionally or mentally. Because porn will negatively impact you in those three areas: physically, emotionally, and mentally. And I mean, come on, let's keep it 100, y'all. We live like in the biggest slut, thought, or bimbo generation. So I don't understand how, like, you see like, a lot of people walking around saying that they're incels, but they're not really getting no pussy or getting no girls like that. But then it's like, You would think with all these women running around and all the freak shit going on nowadays that that wouldn't really be that big of a problem, but it is. And a point I actually want to bring up for my not for my last video, but the I think it was the harsh reality for black men video I made, or it's also the society is turning men into bitches part 2 video I made. The society is weak in the vast majority of men, and we live in a backward society. And like I said, we live in a backward society where the bad guy wins. The bad guy gets the girl. The bad guy gets the money. The bad guy gets the power. The bad guy gets the respect. It's very rare to see straight-laced people really blow up and succeed and really prosper in life. That's like, I mean, from my point of view and from my perspective and in my opinion, I would say that's a whole lot more rare. But there are plenty of good, successful, straight-laced people. So I'm not even gonna call them straight-laced. I'm just gonna call them people. And I don't understand like why good people are looked at in a negative light, when then bad people are looked at in a positive light. I just don't understand that part. But I'm starting to fly off topic here. Let me get back to talking about my topic. Because all the topics I'm talking about today are gonna tie in to one another. Yeah, so like I said, so I'm also gonna start talking about a little bit more about like porn and sex and all that. So since porn is like it was created by the higher ups, or it was created by the people who run society, and it was created to weaken men. It was created to make men less masculine, less assertive, less dominant, less edgy as they need to be. And this is probably part of the reason why the rise of male virginity is going up, because more and more men are becoming soft. More and more men are like, they don't have that edge to them. They don't have the true and genuine masculine qualities and traits that attract women, or that can get a woman attracted to them. And not all men, but I would say like maybe a vast majority or a vast percentage of men aren't getting women like that, or they get little to none. So what is going to be their next alternative? They're going to have to turn to, the dirty websites, the dirty social media sites. And also when it comes to like social media and like, I guess, soft porn or whatever, a lot of people say, oh, it's based on who you follow or whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't follow all these Instagram thoughts or whatever, all these little Instagram girls, whatever the hell you call them. I don't follow that shit. I don't really participate in it. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, they're attractive as hell, thick as fuck, nice face. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that stuff doesn't really interest me. It doesn't do nothing for me. I mean, yeah, it's nice to look at like a few pictures and all that, but I'm not like that invested into it, like a lot of guys are. And then this is also a part of the reason why the concept of simping, or, you know what I'm saying, being like a porn addict exists. This is why the concept of a soft-spoken man exists. Like, at the end of the day, you're not supposed to be soft-spoken. Now let's break this down, okay? Let's look at the word soft-spoken. What is soft-spoken? Soft. It's in the word itself. Soft-spoken. A man isn't supposed to be soft. It's like society basically says that, oh, it's okay for a man to be soft. It's okay for a man to be a bitch and tuck his tail between his legs and be a bitch. That's not okay though. Because back in the day, us men, we were warriors, bro. We had to kill and fight, and we had to every day was a fight for us. Every day was a fight for men. Nowadays, everything is just damn near handed to us on a silver platter, and then we're being programmed to not be like our true dominant alpha selves as men. And like I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. For anybody watching this video, I'm gonna be all over the place with this, and this is also gonna tie into relationships as well. When it comes to relationships and dating and all that, I don't really have a take on it. I really don't know what to say about that. But what I will say is that I see like a lot of people in these weird relationships, like a situationship, an open relationship, or a situation, or I said that already. But this is all these kinds of like relationships that are like going on nowadays, and I'm just like, But what happened to the good old days where two people could just lock in and just be with each other and that's just it? There's no weird shit or there's no. Because what I've noticed with like dating and relationships and all that is that like a lot of people they want to have like pretend that these two fingers are my feet. They want to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Like, what happened to the good old days when you were in a committed relationship with somebody, you were actually locked in with that person. You and that person were actually together. There wasn't no like weird shit or no weird BS going on behind the scenes or whatever. Like, two people could be together and they were actually locked in with one another. Like, I don't know. Is it difficult for people like me to keep up with that shit? Like, I don't know. Like, do real, honest, and genuine relationships really exist anymore? And I mean, that's not exactly a smart question because I know they do. Come on now, I know that they do, but I think it also I feel like it started with my generation with all the weird dating shit that people do. How it started, I don't know. I really don't. But yeah, this is also a part of the reason why people's like social skills have gone down. This is why it's difficult for some people to interact with other people. Why it's so difficult for people to like can't think of the word. I can't think of the word, but it's so difficult for people to like interact and like get along with one another. Because at the end of the day, let's keep it 100. Sex is important. We all need it as human beings. Like, it's a basic human need that like I feel like a lot of people put to the side or they like, push it away, and like a lot of people pretend like they don't want it, but they know they do. They know they need it. And then also another thing I want to bring up as well is when it comes to like sex and all that like you know like how you grow up and all that, and like maybe you'll take like a little sex education class and all that, but I've always noticed like whenever they teach sex ed, they always teach like the negatives. They teach like the cons of it. Like it's like they don't really ever like go in depth and like really teach you like the true meaning of sex, what it truly is. They don't really go into that, and that's also another thing that's wrong with the public education system. I mean, they never really go fully in depth with whatever they're trying to teach you. They only teach you like a piece of it or like a very small piece of it. They don't really go like in depth and really like teach you anything. And that's also why a lot of people feel confused or they might feel some kind of way mentally.
Hey, at 3 p.m., Rant City College, we need the men immigrants.
Thank you, appreciate it. Have a great day. Yeah, but I've been seeing it happen a lot. That guy threw me off. I forgot what I was trying to fucking say. Bruh threw me off when I was trying to. Hold on. Guys, let me collect my thoughts real quick and give me a minute. Oh yeah, but about sex though. And then like a lot of people like try to tell you, it's okay to be a virgin. It's okay to be a square. No, it's not okay to be a square. No. Because a lot of people, like society will try to give you that like I already said this before at the beginning of my video, but I say that society tries to like paint a narrative that the good guy always wins, but in reality the bad guy always wins. The bad guy gets the money. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they use reverse psychology. So it's not okay to be a square. It's not okay to, you know what I'm saying, be inexperienced. That's not okay as a man. That's not okay. People, they love to like lie to you and like tell you, they love to like lie to you and tell you things to make you feel less worse about your situation or make you feel less worse about yourself. But at the end of the day, I see right through it. So that's why I ignore the BS. I ignore the bullshit. And that's actually a infinite dollar industry in America. Telling people what they want to hear. Telling people what you think that people want to hear. It's a very popular industry in America. It is. And I'm not trying to be negative or be on no negative shit or anything, but I believe in the concept of being overly positive. Like, yeah, I love, like, we all love positivity. We don't like nobody likes to be around no negative, energy draining ass shit. Hell no. I know I don't. But I feel like being overly positive, because yeah, it's good to be positive, but it's getting to the point where like people are like, they'll be positive to the point where they don't want to face like the harsh reality, or they don't want to face the truth of a certain situation and all that, and they'll just try to like ignore it with positivity. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be a positive person, but I'm still gonna be able to like face the truth and face like certain harsh realities that I'm gonna have to face. A lot of people don't want to do that. People love living with comfortable lies. Like the truth or the harsh reality can be right in front of your face, then I mean, yeah, you can be positive, you can stay positive, but if you gotta face the truth or you gotta face a harsh reality, then you gotta face that shit, bro. You can't run from that. You can't avoid that. Hell no. And then also, like I said in my harsh reality for black men video, or like I said in this video multiple times, the bad guy always wins. And I'm also, actually, no, forget that. I'm not going to repeat myself again, but I'm going to say it's also society's fault that things like this are a problem as well. And since we're keeping it 100, society creates a lot of the problems that it despises or wants to get rid of. It creates a lot of the monsters, also known as people, that it wants to, you know what I'm saying, either get locked up or get put away, or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying, society and people, everybody, it's like everybody creates like their own like issues and creates their own problems, and then wants to play victim and then try to point the finger at the next person or try to point the finger at the next thing and all that. But, and that's also why not all people, but a certain percentage of people lack accountability. They don't know how to hold themselves accountable. And I'm going to admit, I deal with this sometimes. I have this issue. I've had this issue before, so I'm not going to sit here and try to sound like I'm bashing on other people, like I'm talking down to other people, because for anybody who is subscribed to my channel, I'm pretty sure that me and you are in a much similar predicament or in a much similar boat. But yeah, that's also another reason why I would say people have some of the issues that they have, because of society's programming, society's standards, and society's expectations. And you would think that since you're following the script and you're doing what society tells you, that you would get something or gain something out of it, but you're not getting shit out of it. You're not getting nothing out of following the rules and being a goody tissue. And a lot of that goody tissue shit works for like, it worked for women. It worked for women, but a man, I don't know how to say this, but as a man, you gotta have some sort of like edge to you. You gotta have like some kind of danger. You gotta have some kind of evil to you. Like, nobody wants some soft ass Pillsbury doughboy ass man. Nobody wants that. Men don't want it. Women don't want it. It's like society. It's like and like I said, my society is turning men into bitches video. Like when you're a kid, it's like they take your balls and they cut them off. Society programs you to be a bitch. Society programs you to be soft. Society programs you to be hesitant. So, the public, and I would say society's programming and the public education system also strip a lot of boys / men of their masculinity, their assertiveness, their dominance, and their edge as men. And these are the 4 masculine qualities and genuine traits that you need as a man. But now the real question of this is, how are you supposed to keep those qualities when society strips them from you? Like, you're not supposed to stand up for yourself. You're not supposed to defend yourself. You're not supposed to get angry. You're not supposed to, you're supposed to just be a little bitch and just tuck your tail between your legs and just be a passive little hoe. And this is also why, to this day, bullying still goes on in schools. This is why bullying doesn't only happen in schools. It happens in the real world as well. This is why a lot of men don't get respected in their relationships or their households as well. My arm's getting tired. There we go. Hold on. Yeah, but like I said, like a lot of people, and this is also a lot of the reason why the rise of male virginity has went up. This is the reason why not all men, but like a lot of men, or most men, are getting little to no sex. And I watched it, and I learned this from actually watching a YouTube video yesterday. But a man needs pussy. A man needs guts. A man needs some cheeks. He needs that whap. Because when you're hitting the whap and you hitting that pussy, it makes you feel confident as a man. No wonder a lot of people seem like a lot of people have like this thing called a dry personality. This is why some people have this is why some men have a dry personality. Because have you ever noticed that women are all like hella hyperactive? They're always happy. They're always like in a good or decent mood. I mean, at the end of the day, women always have their ups and downs, and women have their bad days as well, just like men do. I mean, we're human beings, for Christ's sake. Come on. But this is also a part of the reason why a lot of men have dry personality disorder. This is why a lot of men can't walk straight. They walk all hunched over and shit, and they look all hey, she kind of thick though. Damn. Ooh. You already know I'm at Cal State with it. This is why a vast majority of these women, they want the 1%. They only want a small majority of men. Because they know that a vast majority of men are bitches. They know that they're soft, and I'm gonna bring up with one thing that's irrelevant to this video, but this is why women always choose like the criminals and the thugs, the pimps, the gangsters, the murderers, the thieves, the jailbirds, and ex-convicts. Because I don't know how, I don't know why, but in the eyes of from a woman's perspective and from a woman's point of view, that's what she views as masculine. That's what she views as tough. That's what she views as hard. I don't know what good and at the end of the day, women, they don't want a straight-laced man. They want a man who doesn't give a fuck. The alpha male or the masculine man who doesn't give a fuck. And these thugs are a perfect example of that. They don't give a fuck. They do whatever they want. That's why they win in the end of the day. That's why they get the girl. And I'm gonna bring, and like I can't stop repeating myself, but I'm gonna bring up a lot of points that I brought up from my last video. But I fumbled a lot of pussy. Me personally, I fumbled so much pussy throughout my life from being a normal straight-laced black man. And unfortunately, at this age, I had to learn that the hard way. I mean, I should have been seeing that shit, but I learned that the hard way. And this is why I've been having like a lot of issues with like my family, or I've been having like certain issues with people because I don't want to. Being a straight-laced black man doesn't get you anything. I mean, don't get, like I said, don't get it twisted. There's plenty of positive, black, successful, straight-laced black men, or just black men who are successful and don't live that life and all that. But you don't really see that many of them. And the vast majority of the time, when you see people of our skin color, we're at least ex-convicts. Like, even if we're not involved with the life anymore, you're good. A little truck came by, interrupted my video, but whatever. But this is why, like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how women can say, oh, I like black guys, but you see a lot of black guys who are virgins and get little to no pussy. And we live in the biggest thought generation ever. So I don't understand. I really don't. I'm really confused. I don't understand. Because these women are just going to fuck some random stranger and knowing that they're never going to see him again, or never have to, you know what I'm saying? They're never going to see him again. They're never going to interact with him ever again. And that's it. And this is also a reason why the dynamic between men and women nowadays is very fucked up. The dynamic between men and women is terrible. It's horrible. It's awful. It's atrocious. And a lot of people might look at me crazy for talking about this kind of topic, but I'm just telling the truth, man. I'm out here just spreading the truth, saying what needs to be said. Like once the vast majority of men learn, or a vast majority of these so-called good guys, Like once they learn that the bad guy and the villain always wins, then I bet that men wouldn't have the problems that they had with women. I bet less and less men would be virgins. More and more men would be getting pussy and cheeks and guts and throat. Let me get some water. I'm thirsty as hell. Get some water. But yeah, I feel like a lot of these agendas, like a lot of these these so-called plans are targeted towards men. They're targeted at breaking down the man even more. They're targeted towards making men much weaker, more docile, more soft, more compliant, more complacent, more submissive, and more dependent as well. This is why a lot of men don't have that. They don't. This is why and then also society tells you it's wrong to have a backbone. It's wrong to stand up for yourself. Like even if you verbally, physically stand up for yourself, the person who always stands up for themselves is always gonna be the one who gets in trouble. The person who fights back gets in trouble. The person who shoots back in self-defense gets in trouble. The victim is always painted out as the bad guy. The victim is painted out as the villain. And this is probably why bullying still goes on to this day. Because some people, they understand that they know damn well if they fight back or if they do some shit or if they do something, that they're gonna pay some serious repercussions for that shit. Like I remember back in school when niggas would try to pick on me or try to punk me out, and as soon as I want to fight back, or if I did do something about it, I would be the one who gets in trouble for it. I'm the bad guy. I'm the one who got kicked out of the classroom. I'm the one who got sent home. I'm the one who got cussed out by his family for fighting and getting in trouble.
And then we go to pregame at 3. And then I go to the.
And another thing I want to tie to this as well is single mother households.
And I don't know what they're doing.
Single mother households.
I think they also.
That's why you have also a lot of soft and feminine or not so masculine men, because of these single mother households. And I'm not about to get into that and all that, but you also have like a lot of like older single mothers who tell their children don't be like that. Women don't want that. But aren't these the same women? Aren't these the same women who fucked these dudes and got pregnant by them and gave birth anyway? Like these women, they knew what they were getting into. They know what they're doing when they're running around fucking with these thug niggas. These women, they know what they're doing. And then later on, now they want sympathy or they want some kind of empathy. Like, no, you know what you were doing. You know what you did. It's only wrong when it negatively affects them or when it negatively impacts them. Then that's when it's a problem. That's when it's wrong. And then also, yeah, again, like I also want to blame it on social media as well. This is also a part of the reason why, like, the dynamic between men and women is fucked up. This is the reason why a lot of people, men and women, not just women, have very high and unrealistic standards. Like you really have average people out here on the sidewalk thinking that they deserve to live the super rich and super fly lifestyle and all that, but that's not how it works, man. All these above average and rich upper class people, they can afford to live like that. They can afford that shit. But if you're some average man or woman on the sidewalk, then you're not getting that shit. And if you think that somebody's about to just give it to you, yeah, you got the game fucked up, sweetie. You got the game fucked up, huh? Same for men. If you think a woman's just gonna give you all that, you got us fucked up. And then also, another topic I wanted to speak on for this video is semen retention. We live in a society where negative things are encouraged. Like you're encouraged to waste your energy. You're encouraged to do degenerate shit. You're encouraged to be a dumbass. You're encouraged to be a fucking idiot, man. And then the people who don't participate in the stupidity are seen as weird, creepy, and all this. But shouldn't it be the other way around? Shouldn't it be vice versa? Like I said, man, we live in a backwards ass world, and The good guy doesn't win. The villains win. The bad guys win. Aren't the bad guys the ones who run and control this world? Aren't they the ones who are in power over society? The bad guy fucking wins, bro. Society just told you that just to like keep you in line or just to keep you in check. And this is also why a lot of people are confused. This is why a lot of people are stuck. This is why a lot of people don't really know too much. Because they spent their whole life stuck and trapped in society's programming. They, you know what I'm saying? This is why a lot of people can't think for themselves. This is why a lot of people don't have a mind of their own. Because you're programmed to depend on and rely on other people. You're not programmed to be your own man. You're not programmed to, you know what I'm saying, walk your own path. You're programmed to be dependent on others. I mean, come on now. Let's be real. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with like depending on people sometimes, but being overly dependent or being too overly like, yeah, I already said it, overly dependent on people. That's not good. And this is why I've noticed that like men are developing more and more feminine qualities and traits. While women, on the other hand, are becoming more masculine and becoming a whole lot more tough and all that. Like it's even evident in how some of these females or how some of these women talk. Like you even have women who say the N-word nowadays. You have females saying nigga. Or you have females talking all hip and all street and talking all hard and shit. And it's like I would say the masculine and feminine energy on the planet is kind of like, I would say the energy is very like mixed up. You have masculine women and then feminine men. Like that doesn't make sense. And this is all, and then also with masculine women and all that, with the way and from my point of view, a lot of them, I mean, don't get twisted. There's hella pretty and thick and attractive, fine ass women walking around. They're women for Christ's sake. And I've also noticed that like a vast majority of women give off like this fuck off, leave me alone, stay away from me kind of vibe. And then you see damn a vast majority of people walking around all on their phones and all that, and like technology. Like, I don't know how they did it, but they made technology so addicting. Like technology should only be used to like do positive things. It should be used to like make things easier, not like, you know what I'm saying? Because like even technology is like a phone, a computer, a TV. Or a tablet. Like all those devices are damn near like brainwashing devices. Like or technology that they can use to brainwash you. They use all kinds of ways to trick you and brainwash you and program you. And a vast majority of people are programmed because they aren't aware of this. A lot of people, we were born into this shit. Our parents were born into this. And their parents were born into this shit. I would say our ancestors were born into this shit, but they weren't. I keep picking the worst place to fucking walk at. Fucking loud ass people. I want to shut the fuck up. Hold on.
Long time no see, Margie. Get Margie a travel now. Oh my God. She needs to hear. Marge. Is this Henry?
We got a little college thing going on today. Actually, matter of fact, I'm just gonna tell y'all why I didn't go to college, right? So I guess apparently if everyone thinks they go to college, that they're gonna all get the college experience and they're gonna get hella girls, get good grades. Like this isn't How High with Method Man and Redman in it, bro. No. Like I feel like also if I would have went to college, the shit would have been boring as fuck to me. Like for one, I hate school. I never liked school growing up. And maybe the reason I did so good in school is because my mom forced me. I didn't give a fuck about none of that bullshit. It's not like none of it is helping me today anyway. It's not like none of it is helping me in the real world in any way. It's not just paying my bills, feeding me, putting a roof over my head, shoes on my feet, pants on my ass, clothes on my back, and all that. So school didn't really teach us anything. School didn't really do shit for us. Yeah, it's fun for all these attractive motherfuckers going to college. Yeah, they get to have fun with women. They get to fuck women, study, and they get to go to school, fuck girls, and do all kinds of fun shit. And it's like not every single person is gonna get that college experience that you see in the movies and all that. Not every single man or not every single woman is gonna get that college experience. But let me finish talking about my topic. One of my subtopics I was talking about was semen retention, and they don't want you to retain your seed. They don't want you to hold on to your energy. They want you out here wasting your energy so you can be vulnerable. I mean, at the end of the day, like, you do see like multiple men who be like getting multiple women and they be like busting loads all over the damn place, but at least they still have women flocking towards them. But these are people who are rich, attractive, high upper class status and all that. Yeah, it's easy for them, but an average or below average man, you can't just do that, bro. And a lot of people like to make fun of semen retention, like, oh, it's just a nice way of saying that you can't get laid. Like, I mean, okay, you can have fun wasting your energy, but I like keeping my energy.
That is crazy.
I don't understand how. Hold on.
I know.
I don't understand how men can fuck all these women and can bust multiple nuts or can shoot multiple loads, and they still have all these damn energy to run around. Like, I'm not built like that. Nope. And not to get too graphic or inappropriate, but after one, I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm not like these people that can round two, no. One round, and that's it. But trying to think. But this is why topics such as porn, sex, relationships, and semen retention, and that's why the problems in these 4 areas that I brought up in my video exist in the first place. And a lot of the issues and problems that are going on in today's society come from the public education system and come from society's programming, brainwashing, and society standards. This is why you have a lot of people who are confused, or they don't maybe some people are confused sexually. This is why you see a lot of people who are confused and all that, and because and then also society likes to push a lot of its narratives on you and all that, or like pushes like its ideologies and its beliefs on you. But society isn't made for you to succeed. The rules, the programming, and standards aren't made for you to succeed. It's programmed to keep you stuck. It's programmed to keep you trapped. It's programmed to turn you into a soft bitch. It's programmed to strip a man of his masculinity, his assertiveness, his dominance, and his edge as a man. This is why there's this thing called a masculinity crisis, as I believe they would say.
That was very simple.
And for anybody watching this video, you're more than welcome to comment down below and let me know your opinion, or let me know if you have like any questions or any comments, or if you have like an opinion or something that you want to add to my video, or something that I should have added. I'm always open-minded. I'm always open to more suggestions, and I'm always willing to listen to my subscribers. I can take criticism. Apparently, a lot of people can't. A lot of people can't take criticism. And that's also why a vast majority of men are soft. And this is why a vast majority of men are physically out of shape. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want you to be weak. They don't want you to be the strongest and most powerful, masculine, dominant version of yourself. They don't want you to do that. This is why I'm telling you, dude, this is part of the reason why all these issues with porn, sex, semen retention, and relationships are happening. And then that's why it's much harder for men nowadays as well. And then we also have like a lot of like I don't know, this is very evident that society wants you to be a bitch. Society doesn't want you to be a real man. Yeah, people only want a real man when they can profit or they can benefit off of a real man. But other than that, nobody truly wants a real man. People only want stuff when they can profit or they can benefit off of it somehow. Nobody ever genuinely wants anything because they genuinely want it. This is why you have a lot of this is why you see all these feminine agendas being pushed on the men. It's actually kind of fucked up and sad to see men progressively getting weaker and weaker and weaker. Because back in the day, us men, we had to be men. We had to, like, you know what I'm saying, we had to step up to the front line. We had to take risks. We had to fight. We had to do what we had to do. We had to, you know what I'm saying, grow some nuts and man up. That's what we had to do. But society nowadays encourages you to be a bitch. I got some more. Hold on. This is why you see a lot of virgins walking around. This is why you see a lot of inexperienced sexually inexperienced men walking around. Because masculinity is damn near dead. It's slowly dying. Hold on, hang on. But yeah, I'm about to wrap up this video. I don't have a whole lot more to really say about it, but yeah, porn, sex, semen retention, and relationships are a very big part of the reason why men have the problems that they have now. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And that's really just the whole truth behind it. Yeah, people can protest and argue all kinds of opinions and stuff, but that's the truth, man. This is why good guys turn cold. This is why good guys are becoming like more dark and evil and start becoming bad people, because they realize that being good was just keeping them weak. Being good didn't get them anywhere. Being good didn't get them anything. And it doesn't. Yeah, maybe some good people could pull off being a goody tissues, but the vast majority of people, you can't pull it off, dog. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, an attractive person could be a good person, and it's okay for them to do it, but let an unattractive person be good, and it'll be weird, he's too nice, it's too creepy, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't see the point in following society's narrative or following society's rules if I'm just going to be labeled as less than for it, or people are going to be labeled as less than for following the script. Because you're following the script, you're doing the right thing, so shouldn't you be getting treated as an equal? Shouldn't we be getting treated as equal? But we're not. We're treated as less than. We're seen as weak. We're seen as soft. The villains win at the end of the day. The bad guy wins at the end of the day. that bullshit narrative about how the good nice guy gets the girl and all that, it doesn't work, man. It doesn't. And then this is for especially and I'm gonna speak on another video I made called "The Harsh Reality for Black Men" real quick. As a black man, women, they don't want a straight-laced black man. They don't want a good normal black man. You gotta be a thug. You gotta have some edge to you. All that soft goody tissue shit isn't gonna get you no pussy or no women. It's not. You gotta grab that heat. You gotta grab that heater and bounce out and take a risk, bro. I mean, unfortunately, that's like a harsh and fucked up reality that we have to live with as black people, or as black men, or as colored men, or as brothers. But yeah, it's a very harsh reality to live with, and I think that even some black men are starting to realize this. I know I've been realized this. I realized this shit years ago. And you don't get nothing for being a straight-laced black man. I mean, all I've ever gotten for being a straight-laced or being a good black man was rejected, ignored, ostracized, blatantly disrespected. Women won't get.
You're not allowed to like have a hidden.
Women will treat you a certain way. They'll treat you like you're a horrible person. They're not gonna want shit to do with you. They're not gonna give you no pussy or no cheeks, no head, nothing. I pretty much said everything I had to say in this video. Like I said at the beginning of my video, like, comment, and subscribe down below because y'all already know, man. Elijah B. out.